everybody, welcome back to Life with Lolo. It is time for our weekly recap of Married at First Sight. This is season 12, episode 1, and it was titled Countdown to Meltdown. All right, y'all, so they are back, and they opened up with a 3-hour episode. The episode was very entertaining. It was much better than last year. And last year, I think it's because they did not have enough content, so they stretched it out. But you can tell a big difference from this year compared to last year because they put everything like we're on the first wedding pretty much in this episode. So I enjoyed it. Not saying I didn't enjoy last year, but if you watched it, you knew it kind of drug out and it kind of was filling in space and time and stuff. But this one, it didn't seem like that. They were boom, 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 boom. And then we were on the first wedding at the end of this episode. I was kind of surprised that it was 3 hours long, but it was entertaining and it kept my attention. So no complaints. But like I said, it was 3 hours. So hopefully my review recap won't be too long. I'm just going to try to breeze through the episode the way it was set up. Just in case this is your first time watching me, I just wanted to let y'all know that. But before I jump into that recap review, if you are not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell to be notified when I drop new videos. And also, if you end up liking this review recap, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button for me. All right, y'all. So it's 2 weeks before the wedding, and they are basically setting up to tell their families about they're getting married. Okay, so this episode we kind of saw what they showed in the sneak peek. So if you watched the sneak peek last Wednesday, some of the stuff they showed in this episode was from that sneak peek where they were kind of telling that background, what kind of job they had, what they were looking for, why they chose this process and stuff like that. So that's what we're basically seeing in this episode as well. And I will admit, I did a recap review on the couples. I think I did it on Saturday. And some of them I was like, I'm not sure why they kind of paired them up. But seeing this episode, I can honestly say, okay, I see why they paired them up, and they might match up better than what they showed in the sneak peek. So, all right, let's just jump into it because I done already talked for 2 minutes and 30 seconds and we ain't even get into the show. So, Brianna and Vincent, they showed them two first. And it's like I said, it's 2 weeks before the wedding. And Brianna is telling her friend that she's getting married and stuff. And her friend is about to cry because she's all excited. And she about to cry because she excited and stuff like that. And then we hear her telling about, herself. Like she says she has like a laundry list of things she wants her man to be. A couple of those is patient, physically attractive, a go-getter. She's like OCD type organized. Like she is like a neat freak. She is like, she won't get on anybody for, did she say she had a cleaning service? I think that's what she said. She said she won't get on anybody about their cleanliness, but if they put a mug in the dishwasher or the sink or something like that, she'll be like, don't you want to like put that in the dishwasher? Because like I did this. Like she'll make a point to say something or whatever, but she won't be too hard on that person or whatever. So, she said she works hard because she's an engineer. And she basically wants someone that she can come home to, talk to, cuddle with, chill, just relax when you get home from a hard day, drink a glass of wine or, whatever fits your palate or whatever like that. So that's what she's looking for. She said she wants like a cute love story to tell her grandkids when they ask later on down the line and stuff like that. And her friend was like, are you sure you want to do this? Because you haven't been in a relationship in a long time and you are stubborn. She was like, no, I don't think, girl, you're stubborn. So she was like, well, yeah. She was like, well, what if he won't, like what did she say? If he has a habit that you don't like or something like that, or he won't accept you or something of that nature. And she was just kind of like thinking about it like, cause like if she doesn't like something that he like likes or whatever, can she put up with that since she's been single for so long? And she also said that she didn't have an issue. Was it her or was it Paige? No, I think she said she didn't have an issue with any guy, dating any guys or something like that. But she just didn't really find like the right the right one. Then we see Vincent. He's out with his friends, and he's telling them that he's getting married. They are so excited for him. He's an auto broker, and we found out that he was but they said this in a sneak peek, that he came up here to Atlanta with $0 in his pocket and stuff like that. And he built his way back up. So he's an auto broker. He is family oriented. His dad wasn't in his life, so he wants to be like the super dad, the one that's always there for his kids, taking care of his family. He wants to be the provider. He wants to start his own business. And the reason why he was in relationships before, but the person wasn't supportive, and she wanted him to have like a corporate job, and he didn't have any degrees or anything like that. So she basically left him. He wants someone who's going to be there for the highs and lows. And he wants a partner, a teammate, and he's not a quitter. He wants someone that's family oriented, loving, caring, supports him, a good friend, someone to kick it. His friends think that he's ready for marriage. Like, they were like super excited that he was getting married. And they were saying, like, how would you assure her that, she's the one, like you love her or whatever. And he said he was going to just show her by her action. Like, hey, look, And he was like, well, what if she wants you to adjust for her? And he was just like kind of thinking about it. So they both left him with something to think about. Pastor Cal says he thinks they will balance each other out. She will support him. And then he has like that sensitive, caring side that will bring that out in her. So I thought that was really good. I think based on paper and from what they're saying, they will make like a dynamic duo. Like, she sounds like was she the one who said that she wants somebody to make more money than her? Or was that Paige? I keep confused. I'm gonna get these people straight, but because I think she said she wanted somebody that made more money than her or whatever like that. So other than that, I think he make money. He an auto broker. Shit. Well, I don't know. But at any rate, minus that part, I mean, he making money. He got a job. So I think they might match up. He seems fun. I like Vincent. And Brianna seems like a little rigid, but I think he'll kind of like soften her up a little bit. So I don't know. We'll see. Then we have Virginia and Eric. So Virginia is 26. Eric is 34. Eric is telling his mom that he's about to get married. He's a pilot, and he's in the Air Force Reserves, and he's had failed relationships, and he just he's a pilot. So for his job, he has to go out for, I think he said, in the sneak peek, he said 14 to 15 days. I don't know if he said it on this episode, but he said he flies out for 14 to 15 days at a time. So that's hard on a relationship. And that's predominantly why his other marriage, because he was married before, failed, because he wasn't there. Like, he was being deployed 3 times, I think he said. And then being a pilot, he was always gone. So I guess she felt alone, and then there was all this back and forth and stuff, and so they divorced or whatever. So he said that he is ready to fall in love. He's ready to settle down because he's done, building his career up. He's done everything that he needs to do, so he's not chasing after that career. So he is ready to settle down and find that mate for him. So that was good. He was nervous about telling his mom, child. He was like, but his mom has been married to his dad for like 40 years. So she's real traditional, and she just was not with it. Like, she was just like, I have some concerns or whatever. So she was just like, marriage is more than just saying I love you. So she didn't really seem like she was a stickler for it or whatever. So we'll see if she shows up for the wedding. I hope she wouldn't like stand him up or anything like that. But I think that was the only time we really saw the mama, when he told her. So I don't know, child. But he wants a down to earth kind of girl, somebody that's fun, that has a good sense of humor, and he wants to have children. And what else? I think that was it for him. But now we see Virginia. She FaceTimes her dad. Now, her dad has been married her dad has been married once. they got divorced from her mom, and now he's remarried again. Then her mom has been divorced 3 times, and I want to say she remarried. So divorce and separation has been a part of Virginia's life for a long time, and she was scared about getting in a relationship because of that. So she said she sat down and thought about it or whatever, and then she realized that she really does want to be married to somebody, so that's why she took this leap. She said that she has separation and attachment issues. She said her dog got the same issues because she projected it onto the dog. She says she likes to party. She likes to have a good time. She goes out with her friends every weekend. She likes to get drunk. She likes adventure. She likes a lot of all that stuff. And when she was dating, she would cut the guy off before they could cut her off or whatever like that, because she's scared of commitment and scared to get her heart broke. She's been single for about 5 years now, and she says she wants someone that's loyal, and when she says she's committed, she's all in. What else, child? Oh, so then she was talking to her dad on a FaceTime, because, like, they were going in and out, so it was like they would meet with the people, and then they would tell about the people, and then they would finish up talking to the people. So she was talking to her dad on FaceTime, and her dad, when she told him, he was like real quiet. He was like, oh, I was afraid you was going to tell me that. And she was like, afraid? Why are you afraid of stuff? So her dad and her have like a weird type of relationship or whatever. She said they bump heads a lot. He gonna ask her, is her mama coming? She was like, yeah, well, why wouldn't she come or whatever? He was like, well, at least I'll see it on TV or whatever. I was like, what kind of foolery? So she looked heartbroken when he said that. I said, I hope he was just playing, or he gonna come around and come to her wedding, because she looked like she was devastated when he said that. And Pastor Kyle says that she has a lust for, somebody had a lust, what? Oh, he has a lust for life and loves to laugh. This is Eric. This is Eric, right? I'm telling y'all, I'm trying to get these names down. This is Eric. And Virginia needs someone who is stable, supportive, and somebody that will never leave her. So that's why he matched them 2 up. So we'll see, child. I don't know, because she likes to party. And he don't seem like, based off that bachelorette party and stuff like that, Eric don't seem like he down to clown. Like, I don't see it, y'all. But who knows? Who is me? I ain't no matchmaker. Shit. Look, we'll see. Then we have Paige and Chris. So Paige is 26, Chris is 27. She outside with her friends. I'm gonna be nice. She outside with her, no, was it her mama? No, it wasn't her friends. It was her mama, her friend, and her brother. Yes. And they were sitting outside and stuff. So then she, telling them that she finna get married, or she was doing something or whatever. And she's basically ready. Okay, she ready. She was born ready. She was born to be married. Like, this is what God wanted for her. She said she had a vision about this last year, and this is what is manifested into this year. Like, she is ready. She basically like, where he at, so I can say I do. Like, she is ready. Okay, she wants someone who is committed regardless of flaws. She wants somebody through thick and thin. She's a full-time accountant and a realtor, and she is currently renting out a house that she owns. She desires children. She wants about 2 to 3 kids in the first year of marriage. So she said if she have a honeymoon baby, oh well. I said, girl. So she real spiritual. She a Christian. What else, child? I think that was it for her. She's gorgeous. I think she's pretty. She got a nice body, her booty fat. I think Chris gonna like her just based off of that, because we gonna get to him in a second. She tell her family, that she getting married. They excited and like, are you sure you ready for that? You sure you ready for that? And she was like, yeah, as long as he God-fearing and want kids. And the brother was like, all the guys you talk to was God-fearing and want kids. I said, he had to shade her like that. So what make you gonna want to stay with him or whatever? He was like, look, I'm married and I know it's tough, so I don't know if you quite ready for all this or whatever. I just want you to understand what the challenges are and stuff. So yeah, he gave her something to think about. Chris, he let his family know. They all sitting around and stuff like that, and he tells them, and they like, oh, okay, or whatever. The one friend said that he was crazy and brave at the same time. Chris is the finance manager and a restaurant owner. In the episode, not the episode, the recap I did before, I could not hear what the person said. So he owns a restaurant and he is a finance manager. He wants someone who doesn't want his money because he makes like 6 figures or whatever. He wants somebody that's sexy, a freak, submissive, good in bed, and intelligent. And if they not good in bed, it's going to be a sad Chris with blue balls. That's what he said, not me. I think Chris going to get on my nerves. But I believe at first, like in my little recap review on Saturday or whatever day I did it, I was like, I don't know if they're going to match up or whatever like that. But seeing Paige this episode, I think they're going to match up pretty well. Because it seems like she wants the same things that he wants, but I just believe he just a little on the too cocky side for me. So I don't know, that might turn her off or it might turn her on. Like, who knows? But let's get back to Chris. So Chris wants 7 kids. Okay. He believes like the last name or marriage is a brand and a business. So he wants to be a power couple and he wants to build income, wealth, and all the other stuff, which is good. He said he was an ordained minister, but he stopped because he wasn't making any money. But if it's a calling, the money shouldn't really matter. I don't know. That's what I was always thought. But at any rate, he said that he was homeless at one point. He was living in his rental car for 4 months. But his dad was tough on him, so he had to work for, what he, wanted, which is good. Save money up, get what you want once you save that money up or whatever, which is good. And then he said it took him 2 years to make a 6-figure position doing like the finance and the restaurant owner. So that's excellent. Like, so he's a go-getter. He has goals. He knows how to save. He knows how to get what he wants. Boom, boom, boom. In a sneak peek, he said he spent $3,000 to $4,000 on food. No, not food. Food delivery services. So like DoorDash, Grubhub, stuff like that. They ain't say it in this episode, but they did show it in the sneak peek. I still want to know what he buying. What you eating, sir? Cause he not chunky. He fit, So, but at any rate, this is the part that I don't like. He was engaged because he was engaged 3 months. 3 months before this experiment. 3 months engaged to somebody. That's too soon. How you about to get married to a stranger and you was engaged to somebody 3 months ago? Like, that just moved, child. So to me, that's just moving too fast. But people move like that, and I don't understand that. That's too fast for me. Like getting over somebody, especially if you engage to them. So it had to be some kind of love there. You just don't propose to. But we're going to get into that in a second. So maybe it was just he was just proposing to propose because. Pause that moment, okay? What else, child? Oh, but this was it. He said he was engaged, but because he didn't make any money. No, he was engaged twice. That's what it was. He was engaged twice. The first one ended because he didn't make any money. And then the second one was 3 months ago. And he said it was a mutual distrust. So what do that mean to y'all? Do that mean, because to me, let me tell you what that means to me. So to me, that means like he was unfaithful, she was unfaithful. So it's a mutual distrust. That's what that means to me. Both parties was cheating and doing their own thing or whatever. And yeah. So, I don't, but he said he ready to be married. because this is what he desires. And he said he went to Married at First Sight, or God sent him to Married at First Sight because God knew this is what he needed to get to what he wanted, which was marriage. So, yeah. I don't know, y'all. To me, it just seemed like he wants something to check off his box. That to me, I don't know. I don't know why I'm getting that vibe, but that to me, it feels like it's that vibe. You know how people succeed in different things, like they got the degree, check. They got the job, check. They got the desired income, check. They need a wife. So, I ain't married. Oh, okay. I'm in this relationship with this person. Or let me go get married. Let me get engaged, or whatever like that, so they can check the box. To me, that's what it feel like. I don't know. I could be wrong because I don't know this man, but that's what I'm getting, because he seems like he keeps rushing into being engaged and to get married. It's like he wants to check off the box versus actually finding someone he can love and so forth. So I just hope this is not like a game for him and something he could just check off his box, because Paige really seems like a nice girl or whatever, and that she really, really, truly wants to get married for love and stuff like that. But I just don't feel that from Chris. I don't feel that from Chris. Y'all let me know what y'all feel about him, about Chris. His grandpop and his grandmom was there, and they seem like they've been married for a long, they've been married for a long time, because she said they got married when she was 16. And I was like, Grandpa is smooth with it. She was like, I may not look the same when I got married to your grandfather at 16. You look even better. I said, you better, Grandpa. You better. I should say, so I was cracking up. But she was basically telling Chris to be open-minded and not to put like any preconceptions out there or whatever. So just, go with the flow of the relationship. Pastor Kyle thinks because they're both serious in their faith, and they're both driven, and they both want kids, they'll be a power couple. And I can see that. I definitely can see that. And like I said, as the episode went on, I can definitely see why they matched Paige with Chris, and how Chris would be satisfied with Paige and vice versa. But I just hope that the vibe I'm getting from him is not correct. Like, I hope it's not that he just wants to check off a box. I hope that he's going to take this seriously and, love her like she should be. Haley and Jacob. So Haley is 28. Jacob is 38. She's telling all her friends. She was outside telling all her friends, and she's been a bridesmaid for about 14 times. So then she's finally the bride, and they're kind of like, girl, you sure you want to get married? Because she said she's been single for about 7 years. She keeps meeting these douchebags. And no, that was the other girl. But this one she dates one time. Like, it's the first date, and then that's it. That's what Haley does. She like, oh, okay, that was a good date. Okay, talk to you later. And they looking for a second date. And she like, So she real independent. She travels wherever. She said she was in 2 serious relationships in her life. The first one was real controlling. So it was off and on. And then in one of their off times, he got somebody pregnant. I said, girl. And I don't think she talked about the second one, but she had trust issues with both. So then she said, she took some time to work on herself. And now she feels like she's in a better place to open up herself for marriage and stuff like that. So that's really good. I said she likes to travel. She wants to be herself. She wants a life partner. She's scared because the guy is a stranger, but she is willing to go through this process and stuff. Jacob tells his friends, did I say what she did? I forgot what she did. I don't think I wrote it down either, but it'll pop up again later. Jacob, he's an IT programmer. He's basically a nerd. He used to be a bodybuilder. He said he was single because he couldn't commit, but now he's ready to commit. He's 38. His little biological clock is ticking, and he thinks it's about time for him to get married. He said usually he puts all his chips on the table and he gets nothing back in return. He said people don't really give him a fair chance. He doesn't really go out a lot in Atlanta. He basically, chills at home. He got 2 corgis. Is it corgis? Yeah, 2 corgis. And he likes to remodel his home. He made a beach in his backyard. He just has like a little time in his computer, game station, 80s music. music, or not music, movie. Well, he probably listens to the 80s music too. 80s movies, neon lights, mullets, like all that stuff. He all into all that stuff. So, his friends was excited about him too. And Pastor Kyle said because they're offbeat home, because he's an offbeat homebody, and she travels a lot and gets out, he hopes that she'll bring him out of her shell. No, bring him out of his shell. I'm sorry, y'all, it's late. He hopes that he will provide stability for her. Whew, child, that took a long time. Please forgive me. And then last but not least, I think that's it. Let me make sure. Yeah. We have Clara and Ryan. I call him Jadena because he looks like Jadena. He is too cute, okay? With his little fat cheeks. Like, he is cute, okay? We got Clara. She's 27 and Ryan is 29. Clara is a flight attendant. She says she gets hit on all the time. She's been on horrible dates. And when this girl started telling about her dates, I felt bad for her, okay? She said that she went on one date. One guy was drunk. The other guy kept talking about his big penis. Then one guy got so drunk he threw up and then came back out with a 50-page album of his ex-girlfriend's dog. I said, what? And then the one that killed me was the guy who I guess she smashed or whatever. She said that he Venmo'd her $100 to ask her, could he take her friend out? She was like, what? But we had, what? I said, what kind of I said, at least you got $100, girl. Like, what the heck? What? Who does that? I was like, where is she meeting these guys at? That's crazy. So she basically is ready for this. Okay, she is ready to meet her match. She was tired of dating out there in the real world and stuff like that. She is ready to find her boo, okay? And she thinks, like, you know, fate is gonna bring him to her, like two people wandering around trying to find their mate and whatever at the same time, and it's gonna be kismet, okay? So she's excited about that. She's very social. She said she could talk to a wall with no problem, child. But she just misses having like her person that she can talk to even when she's stuck in traffic. Misses her person that she can talk to, like to tell things about, just to talk to, period. So she misses that. And she doesn't want to live her life alone, basically. So she was ready to get married. Her friends were all excited for her. And he, Mr. Ryan, aka Jadena, he is very calculated, child. He said he drink the same smoothie every day. He goes to the computer and read the same websites in the morning time. He worked out Monday through Friday, 2 to 3 hours in the gym. I said, Jesus. But I said, that's why he got them cakes like that. He is a project manager for a software company. What else he said? He said he worked a lot, so it kind of sacrificed relationships and stuff. He doesn't jump into saying I love you really quickly because it's something that he takes to the heart. Like, if I'm going to say I love you to somebody, that's going to be real, and that's it. Like, I'm not going to play around. He said he's not going to play around with those words and stuff like that. And I understood him wholeheartedly because it take me like forever to say that. Like, I was vibing with him. He is great in interracial relationships because that's what he pretty much grew up around. He said his high school class was 700 people, and it was about 10 to 15 black people. I said, but I think he's biracial because in the family picture, it looked like his dad was his dad or his mom? No, he looked like his dad was a different. I'm not gonna say he was white, but I don't know what his dad might have been mixed with or whatever, but he looked like he's biracial too. So the interracial relationship is not going to be an issue for him. But he did say like he dated outside his race. And he said like some old ignorant lady was all like, y'all don't need to be together. And I said, go on, but she probably was lonely. Oh, heck. But anyway, he said he has great friends, great family, and he went on a best friend's trip, and it was three couples in Ryan, and he said he wants what they had or whatever like that, and he hopes that the matchmakers found him a good match and stuff, and he's excited or whatever, and his friends was giving him advice and stuff because they're married too. And what else? So Pastor Kyle says they're a strong match because they come from close-knit families. She falls in love real easily, so she will make him say, I love you, or whatever. I was like, oh, okay. Then we see the men and the women are meeting up and stuff. Basically, the women were kind of talking a little bit about what was going on, what made them choose this and stuff like that. They were kind of saying, like, what if it's somebody you swiped left with, or you dated before, or you dated the groomsmen and stuff. So they was just talking about that, if they was going to have sex at the first, on honeymoon and stuff like that. Paige is kind of reluctant on if she's going to give her partner a kiss or not. So they was kind of like, Chris, he was asking a lot of questions to the guys, and they was kind of like, where is he getting these questions from? And then this is where Chris was kind of losing me, because I'm like, that ain't what you said in the beginning, Chris. Now, he told them that he was engaged to somebody, and they broke up a few months ago or whatever, and he was saying, like, he met the girl and stuff. Then he was stuttering with it. So I said, why are you stuttering? What? You try to make up the story. You try to get your story straight. Okay, Chris. So he was saying, because they was like, well, why y'all break up? He said it was a difference. What did he say? Let me see if I wrote it down, y'all. A difference in opinion on how relationships should go. But he had said earlier that it was a mistrust. No, it was a mutual mistrust. So you was cheating and she ain't respect that, or she was cheating. Like, what's the differences in opinions on how relationships should go? Somebody thought they was in a relationship and they wasn't in a relationship. Somebody tell me something. But I want to know, okay? But anyway, he said that he met the girl in September. He proposed to her in October, and he was like, no, that's not right. I met her in September. We was in a relationship in October. I proposed to her in February, and then in March we broke up. Sir, what? September, October, November, December, January, February. That's 6 months. Okay. And then March, just to say. Oh, okay. Chris move a little fast. Okay. That's why I hope that he not just checking off the box and hurt Paige. Somebody was like, oh, Vincent was like, Chris is a little different. Not Chris. Was it Eric? No, I think Vincent also said Chris was sketchy. They was just like, he a little off or whatever. Why he asking all these questions? He said his biggest fear is if she ugly or whatever. The guys was like, well, if the matchmakers put you together and stuff like that, you should be, obviously they feel like you're compatible, so you should see why you are compatible with that person. The looks shouldn't really matter. So I really I really love Vincent, because Vincent had said that, and then they were saying like, he was asking like, how do you cut off the other women or something like that, and Eric was like, well, I should get off all the dating sites and stuff, and he was like, well, Chris was like, was the group text too much to cancel all the people or whatever? So I hope they was joking or whatever, but I was just like, he gonna get on my nerves. He gonna get on my nerves. And then we see Chris go to meet Pastor Dwight. Now, Pastor Dwight was at his house when he told him that he was going to get married. And he said Pastor Dwight is like a mentor, a big brother to him. He's helped him in his, throughout his life and stuff like that. He knows, he was talking to him, telling him he knows that the engagement was premature. So he says that his issue is that he's fresh out of an engagement. And we're all like, yeah, why are you doing this? And you just broke up with somebody. So the pastor is like, well, are you doing this for lust or love? And he was saying like, when he realized that having sex with the person before he got to know them, all of his relationships failed. So he says that sex can cloud your judgment, which is true. It is very, very true. Like, it's true. He was saying, like, he may not have sex with her on the first time they meet or on the honeymoon. He says that this is not what he wants to do. He doesn't want to have sex on the honeymoon or the first date because he wants to get to know his person before they do that, because he doesn't want it to cloud his judgment, which I can respect that. The pastor was saying, like, he knew his wife was going to be his wife because they didn't have sex on the first date, or he waited to have sex with her or something like that. And Chris was like, yeah, well, that's what I'm going to be doing too. So, they laughed or whatever. And then he was saying, like, Chris was saying, like, he was put on this earth to be a father and reproduce himself. The pastor was like, look, you need to make sure that you don't have no other baggage with this other person. Like, is that closed off? Is that done with the person you was engaged with? And he was like, yeah, that's behind me. I'm not bringing no baggage, or yada, yada, yada. And so he was saying, like, he been praying, he been fasting to properly love someone. And he said he feel like he over that other person. I'm like, that was fast. Like, child. It's like, how you propose to something. To me, like, when you propose to somebody, like, you are in love with that person. That's the person that you want to spend the rest of your life with. Like, you know that person in and out. You accept all of their flaws. You love them unconditionally. Like, you know that this is the person that you're going to be with. Like, this is it. This is the person you love. You, like, yada, yada, yada. So to be engaged and then the next month you unengaged, and then 3 months later you just done, you over that person, like, that's crazy to me. I don't understand that. I probably will never understand that. Anyway, it's 8 days before the wedding. The ladies meeting again, and they was just talking about sex and all this other stuff. And Clara, I was like, how she brought all them lingerie. I'm like, how she buy them lingerie? She don't know what size they wear. Because the one she gave Paige, that jink was big, and Paige ain't big busted. I mean, it could have fit her booty because she got some fat cheeks. But it wouldn't fit her top. I was just like, what? So they up there swapping lingerie, like, oh no, I want that girl because that's my size. And I was like, I guess it's the thought that counts. But they basically just talking about sex. Basically, what you won't do. And Paige was saying, like, she won't eat nobody booty, but he can eat hers. She said she packed some teddies and bodysuits and stuff like that. And she got the whip and stuff in her suitcase. I was like, oh, Paige is a freak. Okay, girl. I mean, she didn't say she had a whip, but she did say she had some outfits that could go with a whip. Oh, I mean, look, that's what she had said. Now, but she said she don't like condoms, but she want to make sure her man got them papers that show that he STD free. I don't blame her. As long as they got them swabs and all that other, look, what's the harm? What else, child? Paige is, well, I already said Paige is open. She down to do whatever, child, as long as he got them papers. Bree doesn't want to be handcuffed. And what else? I think that was pretty much it. Oh, they were saying, like, would you not want somebody that drinks or that's a virgin? Everybody pretty much said drink. And I was like, just because your partner drink don't mean you have to drink. Like, I don't really drink like that, but people I've dated drink, and, like, I had a good ass time. Like, I was sober, giggling and laughing at the drunk people, and, I mean, it wasn't no judgment and nothing like that. We just all had a good ass time. Hey. But anyway, they said they don't want no virgin. They would rather have a virgin than somebody who ain't drink. I said, all right, whatever. And then we see everybody shopping. So, you know, the guys are shopping for their tux. The women are shopping for their dresses. Brianna's dress, that was really pretty. Oh, my gosh. She looked like a chocolate princess in that dress. And the dress she picked had pockets. I said, what? It got pockets for the snacks. I was so excited. That dress, in the pictures that they show, she just looked so beautiful in this dress. Okay, it was beautiful, but it didn't have a split, so I guess they're gonna cut the split in there. So she said as soon as they get the split, she gonna love it. Her new boo, his tux, he got the what did he get? The blue tux. Yeah, the blue looked real nice on Vincent. That was real cute on him. Paige went dress shopping. The dress was made for her, show her shape and everything. Chris, I think was his jacket blue or black? It looked like it was a blue black. It kept looking like it was a different color in the light or whatever. But I mean, he looked all right in it. He had some glitter shoes and stuff. He looked all right in it. Jacob, he looked nice in his little tux. Haley, her dress looked cute. Was Haley? No. Haley looked nice in her outfit. It was simple. It was real simple. It fit her. Virginia, she was trying on dresses. Her stepmom ended up coming and surprised her. She was all emotional and stuff because, you know, like her family wasn't there and stuff. So she was excited about that. Clara was trying on her dress. She was picky. Now, Clara was getting on my nerves because she was picky. And I was like, girl, is you going to pick a dress already? But she finally picked a dress and that was all nice. Now it's the bachelorette parties and stuff. So, child, the moral of the story here is Paige is a freak. Okay. Like I said, she down to do whatever. Okay. Because was it her or no? That was Brianna. Like one of her friends whispered in her ears. They was like, what if he won't do whatever? And they was like, what? So the friend whispered in her ear. She was like, what is he doing back there? I'm assuming they was talking about anal. And then Paige was like, look, if he don't do no oral, then we ain't, no, that's a hard no for me. So I was like, girl, he want a freak, okay? So you ain't got nothing to worry about with that. What else happened? Virginia got wasted. She was throwing back them shots, child. She got wasted. And I did not like how the doggone producers had filmed that girl while she was drunk like that. Her makeup looked like it was running. And she was all like, I said, why would they do that? Like, that annoyed me. Then over here with the fellas and stuff, this DJs and strippers in cages and stuff like that. You know, they had their clothes on. Well, not clothes. They had like a bathing suit on or whatever. And they was dancing in the cages. I don't know. It really wasn't nothing real raunchy or nothing crazy. Nothing. It wasn't crazy. It was real like tame. But they was standing around talking and stuff. And Jacob was saying something like a 7 is too low. I hope he was joking. Vincent was talking to the strippers. And they was just like, dude. But he was drunk, and I don't think he would have slept with one of the dang on strippers. Even though he did say he trying to hit that or trying to get with that or something like that, and he knew one of the strippers' names and whatnot. I don't think he would have slept with a stripper. I think he was just drunk, and he wanted to talk to the dang on stripper. I mean, it's a bachelorette party. It's strippers. Talk to the dang on strippers. Chris came in there with a blow-up doll with a mask on. And the fellas Ryan was not with it. Jacob wasn't with it. I was like, Lord, they was just looking at him like, they looked like they was over him. What else? I think that was pretty, the guys was talking about if they're going to bring condoms and stuff. And then Chris kept saying he not going to sleep with his woman on the first night or the honeymoon. And Jacob was like, man, get out of here. Ain't nobody buying that bull. Like, He wanted to say this to look good on camera or whatever. I was like, And then it was the wedding day. So everybody headed to the venue. Everybody saying how excited they are and ready to be married, how nervous they are and stuff like that. Clara and Ryan are getting married first. She hopes that he's spicy. She sent him a basket. Now, honestly, I didn't get the whole ice drink one knee thing. I didn't get it, but I'm not a drinker, so I didn't really get it. Maybe y'all can explain it to me in the comments. But she wrote something that said that my man didn't propose to me on one knee, so you have to dig deep or something, and he got to drink and had to go on his knee. I didn't get it. But she sent him a shot glass and tequila. He wrote this pretty little love note, child. Oh, she got all emotional. Then he made her like a little playlist, and she was like, oh my God, I used to make mixtapes and playlists for those fellas. I said, girl, not for them people you was talking about. So she said it's an indicator that he's ready for true love and stuff like that. One of his other things, which I thought was really sweet, that he wanted to blindfold both of them so when they get down to the altar, they can see each other at the same time, and have like an intimate moment, holding hands and stuff like that. So I thought that was really good. It looked like they was social distancing a little bit inside, because they looked like they had the seats scattered and whatever. And after she read that letter, she felt real insecure. She started getting like, what if he don't like me? What if my hair is a mess? Like, look at this hem on the dress. Like, look at all this stuff. Oh my God. What if he don't like me? Like, she started getting real like scared, anxious, insecurity started creeping in and stuff like that. And I'm like, girl, this man is gonna love you to death, okay? And then her dad walked her down the aisle. He put the blindfold on. The blindfold was on Ryan. And then she gets down there. The dad put her hands in his hands, and then they had like this weird quiet moment for like 5 minutes, and then the best man took his mask off, and then her maid, I think it was her maid of honor, took her mask off, and then that's how it ended. So it was a good episode. Like I said, it was way better for a first episode than they had last year, but again, last year didn't really have a lot of content, so they had to stretch it out. But this episode was just like boom, 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 boom. That's the way I like it. It was 3 hours, but it moved like that. So it was good. We are on the first wedding, and I'm gonna say maybe we might get through all the weddings next episode. If it's, I doubt it will be 3 hours, but if it's 2 hours, we'll probably get through on the majority of the weddings, hopefully. So they moving along, y'all, and I'm excited for this year. Y'all let me know. Well, this season, y'all let me know what y'all thought about the episode. You let me know what your ratings are on each couple. Do you think they paired, the matchmakers did a good job pairing them up? What are y'all predictions? And again, what did y'all feel about this episode? If you are not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and then hit the thumbs up button as well. All right, y'all. Until next time, peace.